The tunnel may very well have collapsed. It's difficult to see much because of the darkness and dust, but something certainly crushed the rear of the freight car. The wheels came off the track during the explosion. Even if it were possible to pull the car out of the rubble, you wouldn't get far with it. My God, what a fire! I hope Constable Oliver can at least reach the engine. A lot was damaged by the sudden stop, but the bowl was thick enough to survive the fall. The last of the candy has vanished. Measured against the exploding freight car, I think the railway will overlook the loss. The last of the
Oh, pardon me. I did not mean to scare you.
What are you doing here, Doctor?
Legrand asked me to check whether there are any passengers left on the train.
Really? No one is here, except for me and you.
Excellent. Then I will continue searching at the front.
Did anyone act suspiciously before the explosion? Did anyone leave their seat, for example?
I was the only one on the train who wasn't seated when the freight car exploded. Thank God. Otherwise, I would have been caught by the blast as well.
You certainly were lucky.
Perhaps I was. What happened over there? The inspector said something about gas canisters that exploded.
If Inspector Legrand says so, it must be so, right?
I have been to war, and this was no minor explosion. I rather doubt that the freight car was packed to the roof with gas canisters.
The investigations are ongoing, but first we have to get the burning train out of the tunnel.
Of course.
How are the passengers?
They are in a state of shock, of course. The blackout and the sudden stop were frightening enough, but then the explosion, the dust. Everyone rushed for the exits. I was helping the American woman bring Lady Westmacott to safety. They are waiting outside in the tunnel. One entrance is blocked by a fire, and the other one seems to have collapsed.
Continue to search the train. I'll decouple the buried freight car.
All right.
Doctor, can you give me a few matches?
Oh, certainly.
Thanks. I'll meet you outside.
Do hurry.
I should concentrate on uncoupling the freight car. I'm positive that Legrand has everything else under control. I noticed the extinguisher earlier. Doesn't match the decor. I suppose that the railway company had to comply with safety regulations at the cost of aesthetics. It'd be useless against the fire out there, and it's too cumbersome to carry around. At best, I can use it here. All right, let's go. The inspector's trap failed. The thief must have got wind of it. Worse than that, he turned the tables. To win a game of cat and mouse, you have to know who is the cat and who is the mouse. It's possible that the other freight cars are intact and it only caught the one in which the dynamite exploded, but I'll have to uncouple it if the train's to be able to leave the tunnel. There's a noticeable draft here. Maybe it's because of the fire, or perhaps there's still a hole through which the air is coming. The latter will be quite welcome. It will buy us some more time. I'm sure I could uncouple the car if I only had enough light to see what I'm doing. Okay, I'll smear some grease on the curtain. I can feel cold metal and a screw thread, and a lot of grease, but I can't do more without light. I bought it last week, second-hand. I liked it because it seems to tell a story. It was set aside for a newer model, even though it's still quite okay. Pills for my heart. I'm supposed to take one if I have pain. I haven't needed them yet. But I can't do more. It'd be blown out right away. I better save the matches. There's a pretty intense draft here. The fire is sucking up the oxygen. The last of the candy has vanished. I don't see Legrand or the constable, but I can make out the silhouettes of some of the passengers. They seem to be unscathed. All the same, the fire is getting bigger, and I don't have much time. Some matches, and half of the book to get the flame going. The greasy cloth is wrapped tightly around the chair leg. That looks promising. The last of the candy. Whiskey, scotch, rum, liqueurs, enough to entertain everyone on the train all the way from Paris to Istanbul. The greasy cloth is wrapped tightly around the chair leg. That looks promising. Carling Black Label, a British beer. Oil and grease burn bright and hot, but they also require a hot flame to combust. A normal match won't do the trick. The greasy cloth is wrapped tightly around the chair leg. That looks promising. No good. Insufficient alcohol content. For practical purposes, I mean, not for drinking. Champagne, the finest. Maybe we'll open a bottle if we get out of the tunnel alive. Until then, though, it's no use to me. High-proof rum. Could be useful. Rum from Austria. Believe it or not, it's 80% alcohol by volume. There's no way anyone would drink. I expect the rum will burn like ethanol, but I better not test that theory in the bottle. I expect the rum will... The last of the candy has vanished. The last of the... I expect the rum will burn like ethanol, but I better not test that theory in the bottle. I shouldn't be wasteful. One burning match should be enough. I shouldn't be wasteful. One... The greasy cloth is wrapped tight. I filled the bowl about a third of the way with rum. Phew, strong stuff. I filled the... Phew, strong stuff. I expect the rum will burn like... I filled the bowl about a third of... I filled the... Phew. A burning match. I filled the bowl about a third of... Phew. I should concentrate on uncoupling the freight. The greasy cloth is wrapped tight. Rum from Austria, believe it or not. I filled the bowl. Phew. I shouldn't be wasteful. One burning match should be enough. There's a pretty I filled the bowl. Phew. I filled... I filled the bowl about a... Phew. I filled the bowl about... Just as I expected, the alcohol burns with an almost invisible flame. The flame is hot, but it's no use as a light source. I'm the god of fire. That's better now. A lever on a pressure sleeve running along a thread. Aha! I can uncouple it with this lever. Okay. Good. The coupling isn't under tension anymore. I should be able to uncouple it. There we go. Time to get out of here.
Listen, everybody! Listen! Robert, what's the situation?
Yeah, couldn't find the engineer, so I got in the driver's cab myself and released the brake.
All right. Good job. You too. Listen, please.
Matty! Where's Matt? Where's my son?
Relax, madame. I'm sure...
Help! Matty! No!
Matt, where are you?